Weekly forecast April 3rd to April 9th, 2023 Libra full moon. Hi, I am Asiya Batool astrologer presenting you the weekly forecast commencing on Monday, April the 3rd, 2023. The moon that sets the public tone will be in Virgo to start Monday. Virgo is work-oriented, service-oriented, it's practical, it's sensible, it's a really good sign to start the work week, and Mercury, discerning Mercury, decision-making, business-savvy Mercury has been in fiery impulsive Aries the last several weeks, but by mid-afternoon Pacific time, Mercury goes into earthy Taurus, so it's going to slow down our thinking. May trigger more stubbornness but also more slow and steady, persistent, but when Mercury goes to 0 degrees of Taurus, it's going to be square, carrying a 90-degree angle to Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Remember, Pluto is only going to 0 degrees of Aquarius from the last week of March through the first week of June, which it then retrogrades back into Capricorn for 6 months or so. To tie up loose ends, make sure we got the lessons. So, when Mercury, decision, conversational Mercury is in tension with Pluto there, this could be when you are really struggling, trying to persuade somebody to your point of view, or somebody is really pushing hard trying to persuade you, convince you of their point of view. More positive that Pluto rules the occult, the underworld, psychology, and that Mercury could be really bringing you that curiosity, that interest to study, to learn one of those subjects. On Wednesday through Thursday we're having a full moon in Libra. Libra of course wants to bring fairness and harmony, but it can also be very indecisive and keep changing its mind until it finds a happy medium. So before I get to Tuesday, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. On Tuesday, the moon in sensible practical Virgo goes void of course. When the moon is void of course, as I mentioned every week, it's when the moon is no longer making any aspects to other planets until it changes sign, so the energy is flat, it's unproductive. It's best just keep doing what you've been doing, keep to your routine, but best not to introduce anything new, especially anything important. But around 2:52 p.m. Pacific time, the moon enters 0 degrees of Libra. Now Pluto, as I just got done saying, is at 0 degrees of Aquarius from the end of March to the beginning of June, so the moon, that public tone, is going to be in harmony with powerful intimate Pluto. There's going to be this strong desire to make a more heartfelt, intimate connection, also a real strong motivation to find some common ground. On Wednesday, it's the full moon, but before I get to the full moon, discerning, communication Mercury will be in harmony with business pragmatic Saturn. So, Mercury-Saturn is really good for business, for being very logical, organized, practical, very sensible. Now that's all happening, which is a good thing. With the full moon beginning to build and peak, now it's going to peak in Libra at 9:35 p.m. Pacific time, so for most of the world, you're going to be really feeling the strongest effects on the beginning of Thursday. Now that full moon brings a lot of matters that might have been hidden and resolved, but the Libra is trying to find compromise, trying to find a happy medium, but it can be a bit indecisive trying to figure out what is working for all parties. Yet Mercury, decision-making, discerning Mercury will be in harmony with that pragmatic grounding Saturn, so a lot can be accomplished with negotiations, trying to find compromise. Finding a happy medium best in business negotiations, that's the Mercury. Saturn of seeking a win-win situation, so both parties walk away from the table or the meeting feeling good about the outcome. On Thursday, the moon continues in Libra still with that full moon, but it goes void of course, so all of Thursday, for most of you, the moon's void of course. Just rest, stick to the routine, It's good for introspection, remember. Do not introduce anything important, new, because if you did, let's say for the moment, you started a job, launched a project and the moon was void of course, the energy would be really flat and unproductive, so it would take so much more effort, or usually it would, whatever you are trying to accomplish would just fall flat. So Thursday, keep it as a day of rest, just keep it doing the same routine, nothing new. Friday, the moon will be in Scorpio. Now when the moon was in Libra, Libra is very sociable, whereas when the moon goes into Scorpio, that Scorpio is more private, more secretive, more introspective. Libra wants to be people-pleasing, Scorpio could care less, but pleasure-seeking, harmonious Venus will be in harmony with altruistic, intuitive Neptune. So the moon in Scorpio is triggering a lot of drive and passion, but that Venus-Neptune can be romantic energy, highly creative energy, and we're going into Friday night, going into the weekend, so it's great for entertainment, but great for bringing romance. Now later in the evening, discerning Mercury, conversational Mercury will be in harmony with aggressive, assertive Mars. Mercury-Mars is very decisive, very stimulating, very passionate with conversations, and with the Venus-Neptune still operating, bringing that dreaminess, that creative energy, that Mercury-Mars could just trigger a lot of stimulating conversations, but because it's peaking more around midnight, you'll be feeling it in the late afternoon up to midnight, but the effects will continue through the first half of Saturday Pacific time, and then that Mercury-Mars, all that restlessness and busyness, mentally will calm down, but the moon will continue to be in all or nothing, powerful, obsessive Scorpio on Sunday. The moon will now leave private Scorpio and go into friendly, outgoing Sagittarius around 5:57 a.m. Pacific time, and the moon by noon Pacific time will be squaring or confronting Saturn. Sagittarius wants to just be adventurous and open, the seeker, but it blocks with Saturn, but that's only like for around 12 noon to 11:30 Pacific time, where that could just be an hour or two of feeling frustrated, worried, stuck. But as soon as that moon moves past the Saturn, the moon is in Sagittarius, and so all of that adventurous, outgoing, playfulness of Sagittarius comes back. I want to thank you for watching. Until next week, be safe and well. Do not forget to like and subscribe as it helps me to grow my channel. Thank you.